Hi and welcome to this week's energy forecast. I am Rachel Thompson-Phillips, the creator of the BEYOU Oracle Cards and also the Sacred Oracle online program. This week's energy forecast is for August the 17th through to August the 23rd, with the overall theme being what is the story playing over in your mind. So let's jump in and explore how this message unfolds through the cards. Monday and Tuesday is the card of strength, but as I drew this card out, the card of limitations became a jumping card. So I've connected that in with Monday and Tuesday's message. Wednesday through to Friday is the card of grounding, and the weekend's message is the empowerment. So let's go and explore a little bit further and dive in a little bit deeper into each individual message. With the strength card being Monday and Tuesday, along with the jumping card of the limitations, jumping cards are a significant message that your soul is trying to convey to you. And how this message unfolds is it's saying that it is you that is limiting yourself. So really tune into the narrative, the story that keeps playing on repeat. Your soul is saying that you are reaching this beautiful pivotal point where you are stepping into your own skin, yet there is this part within your own self, in your own story, that you keep playing. It's almost like a narrative just going on repeat, on repeat, on repeat, where you're picking yourself to pieces, you're limiting your potential, you're stopping yourself from having the very thing that you want. And this is a gorgeous message because on the 18th in Australia is the new moon. So if we see how this gorgeous message unfolds, it's that reminder from your soul that's saying it's only you stopping you from having whatever you want, and under the influence of the new moon, which is about manifesting, it's about letting go, it's about cleaning up all of that debris, which are the limitations that you're putting in front of you. So we can see how the gorgeous messages come through the oracle cards to give us great insight into what is your potential, but what is also your limitation and what is holding you back. And when we understand that, then that way we can work more cohesively with the beautiful energy that's coming through, and give so much expression of gratitude to our soul for revealing to us that in some way, shape or form, you're holding yourself back. So going in and exploring that before making your new moon intentions will give you such an insight into being able to look at those things that can be cleared away before setting your intentions. And as we know, our intentions are about giving us the capacity to dream big. And if you're only dreaming small, then the universe will give you something smaller. So reach for the stars when you dream. That's what it's all about. We are in a process where we are manifesting so incredibly rapidly. So be really clear on what it is that you want, and understand that, yes, there may be these limitations there, but they're an indicator coming through from your soul saying there is a potential, but you also have that potential for interrupting that narrative and influencing your mind with something even more potent and powerful that deeply connects in with your new moon intentions. Now, Wednesday through to Friday, this is such a beautiful message coming through around grounding. When we think about our new moon intentions, they usually tend to leave our body, as in we think about them, we daydream about them, we sit in that space. But what your soul is guiding you is to be able to ground all of those beautiful dreams, those visions, those aspirations, those things that you want to be able to manifest. Ground them into this reality. As much as it's wonderful to stay out here in the ether, you don't live out there in the ether, you live within this reality of the third world. And so this is not so much the third world, the 3D. So ground your new moon intentions, and how you can do that is you can simply go and sit outside in nature and really engage all of your senses by making your intentions and new moon manifestations as if they're already present. Ground them into this reality, not out into the future, but recognize that whatever it is that you want to manifest is here right in this moment, in the present. So therefore, you're grounding them into this reality. You're making them something tangible that you can see, hear, feel, and know, and not something that's just into the distance, because you know what? It's always going to be into the distance, but what we want is for them to start showing up right now, and you'll start seeing gorgeous signs and synchronicities. And the more that you activate all of your senses in with your new moon intentions, the more they become this powerful motivator to keep you driving towards being in alignment and flow, and seeing that everything is appearing in the present reality. Now, as we lead through to the weekend's message being of empowerment, there is a beautiful sense of vulnerability that comes through when we can become aware of our limitations that showed up at the start of the week. When you can sit and deeply feel so connected to your intentions, it will bring up a level of vulnerability, because it's that recognition that you are a powerful manifester. And what can happen sometimes is that we can tend to sit there and go, how long have I waited to do this? How long has it taken for me to recognize my own potential? And that is only, therefore, again, connecting you into the old narrative. Be aware of that. Everything always happens at the right divine timing. And this is this beautiful moment to be able to sit into feeling so deeply connected with your manifestations, to know that they are something that they're tangible. They have the capacity to be real when you align and work cohesively with your cosmic team, which is soul, source, and self, to be able to work as this united team that are all working towards your divine purpose and passion. And as we become more engaged and I want to say in flow, but it's so much more than that. It's about knowing that you've tapped into the frequency of what it is that you want to manifest. And it's not manifesting because you want to attain more things or you want to have a nicer house. They're all really, really great, but it's more about being able to recognize your own potential, realizing that you have all of this resources within you to be able to have the life that you've always dreamed about. And that can bring us to that level of vulnerability. So be okay with it, because sometimes those tears, as we sit and so deeply connected with our dreams, those tears are releasing of all those old limitations. They're tears of recognizing that just around the corner, everything you ever dreamed and wished for is about to appear. And that is a beautiful sense of being so deeply connected with your soul. And therefore those tears are about connection, source, self, realizing that you're not on this journey alone. And that is an incredibly powerful place to be. So this week provides us with so much wisdom around being able to be aware of what our narrative, what is your story that you have been allowing yourself to tune into, and how is it that you can replace it with something even more powerful that acknowledges all of the gorgeous essence that makes you the divine being that you are. Sometimes it's so easy to be able to pick out our flaws without recognizing also our great strengths and our greatness within our own self. This is the week to be awakened to the other polarity of your own self. So therefore you have the capacity to step into that space and be at peace with all that you are. So I wish you an incredibly amazing week. Take care, much love, and happy new moon intentions under the influence of the Leo, which is always about the fire, the go-getter, the energy of courage and bravery, and taking bold steps that you may have not done before and thought about, but now this is going to be the month where you actually start taking them. So take care and have a wonderful week.